Hey guys, how is everyone doing today? Happy Saturday. Okay guys, so we are on our way to the seaside near the park. We're gonna be discussing how we met. So the title of this video will be A Way to a Man's Heart. So I want you guys to like the video, share the video, say hi hubby. Hi y'all. Hi y'all. Okay, so he's twanging. But anyway, we're on our way to the seaside, near our house. So we chose to do the video there. So stay tuned guys, like the video, share the video, and we will be sharing with you guys how we met. Take care. Yes guys, we are over on the Cross Bay Highway and we're strolling. I like to show our fingers. And we're strolling guys. Yes guys, so we're walking down this path towards the water. It's beautiful. It's a nice evening. The sun is about to go down. I mean, it's so romantic out here and beautiful. Okay guys, so we are by the water and it's in our neighborhood. It's like in our backyard. So we decided to come over here and just to share with you guys how we met. So in 2016, my daughter and I, because my daughter had just come to the States in 2015. So when she came, she had no friends, only family members, and it was her birthday the following year, which is the February. And she said, I asked her what she wanted for her birthday, and then she said, Ma, I want to go to Jamaica. I want to have a birthday party in Jamaica. I want to have my eyes are watering guys. Yes, so
don't cry.
Don't cry. So she said that she wanted her 20th birthday party in Jamaica with all her friends, because after she left, she didn't really get a chance to say a proper goodbye to some of them. So she thought it would be nice to go back and celebrate with them and just have a good time. So I said, okay, fine. So we booked tickets, we rented a car, I made all the arrangements for the party, and I flew to Jamaica. So I just went for the weekend. So we went the Friday morning, and
money turn up.
What money ton up? No,
So
I
for the
just wanted to
weekend?
give her a nice, treat. So I flew down the Friday morning and did some running around, preparing for the party on Saturday. Anyways, my friend Ritchie, Esterine, my childhood friend, I spoke to him prior to my trip, to make some arrangements with the chairs and the tables and some of the setup. So he did that for me, and when I came, I visited him, to get like the lights for the party and all of that, because he loaned me his lights. He had all these Christmas lights and lighting and stuff. So anyways, long story short, we had a great party. Party was hot, party was crowded. All my friends were there too to celebrate with my daughter. It was a nice grand time. So my next focus was getting back to New York early that Monday morning because I have to go straight to work from the airport. So the Sunday night before my departure, I went to Ritchie's house to return the lights that I had borrowed. So I saw this young man in the back washing,
Yes,
scrubbing away in
yeah.
the sink in the back of the yard. So I said to him, I was joking around with everybody, greeting everybody. So I said, "Hi, how are you?" I said, "It's strange to see a man washing because the Jamaican culture, you barely see a man washing. It's normally, a woman's job to do that kind of a thing." So I saw him washing away, scrubbing away. So I was there just joking with him. Said, "Wow, your wife or your girlfriend must love you for this because you're doing a great job." So he said to me, "Oh, I don't have a wife or a girlfriend."
Yeah.
So I said, "You're lying." And he said, "No, I'm serious." So I said to Nikki, Richie's sister was sitting on the back step. I said, "Is he speaking the truth?" She said, "Yes. He doesn't have a girlfriend because he was too good to her and she ran away." So I started laughing. I'm like, okay. So I said, "Since you're available, then I'm going to take you for myself and I'm going to take you back to New York with me." But I was only joking, guys. I was only joking. I wasn't serious at all. Trust me. So he said, "You're serious?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you back to New York with me." But I was joking because I know, you just run jokes. Anyway, so we were talking, Nikki and I and Ritchie, and catching up on the party and the shit.
So from that time, you see me, I love me.
No. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna explain to you guys. I'm gonna tell you how the real story goes. So anyway. So I was about to leave. So I said to him, "By the way, my name is Carlene. What's your name?" Because I didn't even ask his name because I wasn't interested. Because if I was interested, that's the first thing I would have asked. I didn't ask his name because, I was just joking. So I said, "By the way, what's your name?" So he said Dwayne, but I forgot. Honestly, guys, I don't remember what he told me because I was not interested. So I said, "By the way, how old are you?" And when he told me his age, I'm like, you're too young for me. I'm gonna find you a girlfriend in New York. So he said, yes, that's what I told you. So he said, "Okay, no problem." So after that, I walked away, and he said to me, "So how am I gonna find you to get the girlfriend that you're promising me?" So I said to him, "Find me on Facebook. I'm on Nikki and Richie's page." So he said, "Okay, no problem." So I left. I went back to my mom's house. Now at that time, my mom didn't have Wi-Fi, so I didn't realize that he had sent me a friend request on Facebook that same night because I didn't have internet. So I left the Monday morning. I came back to New York. I went straight to work the Monday, and after being jet lagged and tired from the trip, I went home the Monday night and I went straight to bed. I took a shower, ate something, and went straight to bed. I didn't check Facebook. I didn't check any social media. I didn't check anything because I was so tired. So the Tuesday morning, I got up early and I started to browse Facebook. I
almost missed me that Sunday though.
What Sunday?
The Sunday almost missed me.
Oh, what happened?
Remember I went to work. I was at work.
Oh yes, you did mention that after we started talking.
I was at KPH working. In Stockholm.
Oh, okay.
So when I left, the boss clapped me out. I left. When I reached right at the gate, the boss called me. "Twine."
And tell you to come back.
"Twine, where you there? We need you. No, come back." I say, "Yo, money nice." I said, "No, man, bad. Now, I have things to do. So I'm gonna stay home. I don't wash, you see?"
So it's a good thing you decided to stay.
Yeah.
So
If
anyway.
I went to, know me.
Anyway, guys, that was a good thing that he decided to stay.
Yes.
So after that, so Tuesday morning I started browsing Facebook. So I saw this friend request. Now, mark you guys, I didn't remember what name he told me because I wasn't interested in this guy. And even though I ran a joke and told him I'm going to find him a girlfriend in New York, even though I told him I was going to find him a friend in New York, I still didn't remember his name. And I know if I wanted to really, get him a girlfriend or introduce him to one of my friends, then, I could always get the name from Ritchie or Nikki.
I was trying to friend them have in mind.
Stop brushing your face. Keep your hands down. So anyway, I saw the friend request. I recognized the person because I realized it was the person I spoke to Sunday night. So I accepted the friend request, and as soon as I accepted the friend request, I saw a message on Messenger telling me, "Good morning, how are you?"
Boy, I work,
Is it okay to call you on WhatsApp? I said, "Is it okay to call me on WhatsApp?" I said, "You don't have my number." He said, "Yes, your number is on Facebook under Herbalife." So I did not remember that my phone number was on Facebook under Herbalife. So he checked. Research. So he researched from the Sunday night, guys. Checked out my page, saw all my pictures, my phone number, everything. Saw that I had WhatsApp and all these things. So I said, "Yeah, sure." So I said to him, "You have to, give me some time to do my little research for you." Anyways, I went to work. Still didn't even remember his name. He told me his name again, and I still didn't even remember. So I went to work, and while I was at work, my phone rang. So I saw that it was a Jamaican number. So, sometimes when you get Jamaican phone calls and you don't recognize who it is, it's a very hot phone call. So you're very iffy to answer the phone. You're very hesitant to answer the phone because you get these phone calls from Jamaica. People need this, people need that.
So it's a heavy phone call.
So I thought it was a heavy phone call, but I decided to answer the phone call. So anyways,
so you decided to answer the call.
Yes, I answered your call. So when I answered the call, I realized it was him on the phone. So in my mind, I'm like, why this dude call me and him chat with me on Messenger this morning again? Him can't wait. That's what I'm saying in my mind. So he said, no. I'm just calling you to let you know that I found a girlfriend. I said, wow, that was quick. So I'm calling to let you know, please don't search for any girlfriend for me. I said, wow, that was really quick. So I said, where do you find her? He said, she lives in New York and she lives in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I said, oh, that's so nice. So I said, she lives in Brooklyn. Interesting. So he said, yes, and I know her too. I said, I don't think so. He said, yes. And I said to him, who is that person? And he said, she's on the phone speaking to me right now. So I paused.
The line they catch you,
No, guys, I paused. I froze.
I threw up my line. Catch up.
Oh, so you were fishing?
Yeah.
So anyway, after he said that, I was speechless. I didn't know how to respond. I didn't know what to say. I smiled. I said, okay. I paused and then I said, okay. And then he said, can I call you later? And he asked me what time I get off work. And I told him, and he said, okay, he's gonna call me later. So as soon as I got home, he texted me on WhatsApp, just to ask me if I'm home yet, if I'm settled, I should take a shower, eat something, get settled, and then we could talk. So I did just that. I have to do a lot of editing. You keep moving your hands.
All right,
you keep putting up your hands. I have to edit all these parts. So I took my shower and I called him back because, mark you guys, he spoke to me 3 times and I never called him. So I called him back, and we spoke from 8 o'clock that night. So that was the Tuesday after the Sunday we met. I spoke to him from 8 p.m. that night until 2 o'clock the next morning.
What? Kind of hot.
Tell me what we spoke about. If you ask me what we spoke about, I can't even remember. It was just so much. It was, and he wasn't sleepy. I wasn't sleepy. I wasn't bored.
Yeah,
but the conversation was so hot. It kept flowing. It kept flowing. It's like I knew this person all my life. Just that one night. Talking about everything, just talking about life and things that happen in life, and just sharing, you know, different things that we've been through. And it was just like, I know this person for a very long time. I went to bed. The next morning, he called me early in the morning to wake me up because he wasn't sure I was, you know, gonna be able to get up after such a long conversation the night before. And it was good morning, sweetheart, whatever he said, then I forgot. But I just had bubbles.
Boy, more sweet.
It was just goose pimples. It was just a weird feeling, and it was just a nice feeling. And since that day, we've been talking until this very day. So that was the February of 2016. So the July of the same year, a couple of months later, he decided to travel to New York on vacation. So he took vacation time off of his job. He works with the National Health Fund in Jamaica, and they deal with pharmaceuticals. So he had a lot of time, accumulated time. So he came here for vacation. And you know, we meet up, we went out for dinners.
No, first I go high up.
Oh
Breakfast.
yes.
Yeah, forgot?
Oh yes, guys, the day he came, oh yes, let me retract. The day he came, the first day he came to New York, he came in the morning. He came on a morning flight. So we met up, and I took him to High Up for breakfast. And guys, let me give you a joke. He was a little upset with me because I picked him up at the airport, and I was a little late because...
You're late? You mean a lot late?
No, I was a little bit late. It was just a few minutes.
Big late.
I was a little late.
I was the only one left on the flight.
No, that's not true.
On my flight, I was the only one left.
Left standing outside?
Yes, everyone gone.
Okay, so it was his first trip to New York, guys. So he was standing outside of the airport for a little while with his suitcase, like a little lonely, like a little lonely lost person.
Lost puppy, you know.
So when I drove out,
I said to myself, a big friend will come to get stranded.
No, you wasn't stranded. But anyway, so guys, I picked him up and we went to High Up before I took him to his place of destination. And we went to High Up for breakfast. Breakfast was good. And we chatted. And of course, he was a little bit mad with me because I picked him up late from the airport. And after breakfast, I realized he wasn't mad anymore. And I realized even throughout our relationship, even if I try to be upset with him for even 5 minutes, he's the one coming forward, stepping on my toe, trying to sweet me up. You can't be mad with Dwayne for even 2 minutes.
Yeah, friend me up.
You know, him always come and friend me up back because he doesn't like to see when I get upset. So that's a quality that this man here has. Me? We will keep malice for a long time. But him, he goes crazy if you try to malice him. So that's one of the things that keeps our relationship together. He's always the one breaking the silence in the house whenever I get silent. Because when I get silent, he doesn't like it. But anyway, guys, after the whole High Up episode, and I took him to his place of destination, and he got all rested up. Then later on in the evening, I drove him to dinner.
No, first to go to the mall. You see,
Oh
you remember,
yes.
you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I remember the story, you know.
I remember the story. Oh yes, we went to the mall and I did some shopping. We went to Gateway Mall because I used to live in Brooklyn at that time. So we went to Gateway Mall and I shopped. I went into Target and I bought food items and some other things.
And I tell them, say, forget it, we're part of
Oh gosh, guys, I was so much in love. Remember giving a joke. I parked, you know, Target have 2 doors in Gateway Mall, 2 different doors. So I parked at the far door, the one closer to Bed Bath and Beyond. So I parked near there. And then while shopping in the store, I exited at the next door. So when I thought I parked the car, wasn't at that spot. So cold sweat start wash me when I come out of the store. I said, Jesus, what is this? Look now, this guy come to New York with this big, me and this big embarrassment and teeth my car.
Yeah. Papa show too.
So he was looking for the car. No, you was looking for the car too.
Yeah. I can't afford for last night, big fine.
So it so happened that the car was parked at the same spot, but I did not remember that we came through the door down the bottom and exited out the door at the top. So eventually I pressed the remote on the car and we found it. So that happened. And that same day, guys, prior to going to the mall, somebody hit my car. I had a mini accident. Someone hit me. Someone was overtaking me and tore off the whole front of my car. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, we went to, after the mall, we went to visit my friend in Queens, one of my girlfriends. And then we left there.
You visit her, forget the approval, though.
No, just to introduce you because I kept telling her about you.
Yeah.
So it's not the approval, just to meet my friend. What are you talking about? Anyway, so we left there and we went to dinner. And the dinner was great. We had a nice dinner and then we left. And then I went home and we met up the next day again. I went to church, but he didn't come to church with me that Sunday. And then we met up in the evening and I invited him for dinner. And guys,
yeah, that's the first time eating in Ceelee's kitchen.
That's the first time eating in Ceelee's kitchen. They said a way to a man's heart. All these flies on the beach, guys. They said the way to a man's heart is his stomach. And since I cooked that day,
yeah, the ribs, I catch them with the ribs.
What I made again?
They made ribs.
I made ribs. And what else I made?
Barbecue ribs and baked chicken.
Baked chicken. Okay, so I made barbecue ribs and baked chicken that day.
With wine
and I had wine.
Fruits.
I had fruits. You know, you have to impress, guys. Man.
Go all out, man. Catch it.
So, you know, first they have a saying that says the first impression. You have to make sure, ladies, when you're dating somebody, the first impression, it does indeed last. So I had to make my first impression. So he enjoyed the dinner. And for the rest of his vacation in New York, like after work, he would meet me at work and we would take the train. I would park the car like around Nostrand area or Eastern Parkway, and we would jump on the train and we would go to the city. And we took him to like the World Trade. We took him to Staten Island on the ferry. You know, just a regular New York tourist kind of thing. I took him around. And trust me, the same places that I took him, guys, those are the same places in work every day. Right now, if you tell Dwayne, let's go to Manhattan, he'll tell you no.
No.
He hates the city, guys. But at that time when I took him, he loved it. Because you know you've seen all the lights in Times Square.
Tourists.
Because you saw these things on TV.
We need one drive when you're sitting at it for a second.
He hates the city now because, you know, the hustle and the bustle. But anyway,
too much traffic.
That's how we met. And then the December of that same year, now it's time for him to meet my family. I want to know how Miss D stay. She's very particular. She's very picky, and there are things she looked for in a partner. And guys, let me tell you something. My mother not easy, you know. when she met Dwayne for the first time, she looked him up and she looked him down and she asked him the questions too, the regular thing. And I'm a grown woman, but mothers are very protective of their daughters even when they're grown, because I am still protective of my daughter, and I'm not afraid to ask any young man who approaches her what are his intentions, because a good parent, that's what they would ask their daughter if a daughter presents to them their better half, or their prospective better half. My parents loved him, my children loved him, and I didn't really meet his family at that time, but we had Christmas dinner at my mom's house, and it was a good time. It was a joyous time. Some of my friends in Jamaica met him for the first time, like Julianne and Jackie and Marianne. So we went out and we had a good time. So guys, and since that time, I tell Mr. Dwayne that I am not doing this long distance relationship thing. So he better make up his mind what he wants to do.
Yeah, pack up and leave.
So I said, is either you stay down there and we quit, or you have to decide to come to the United States, because I'm not doing this long distance relationship thing at all. Because I've heard too many stories, I've seen too many things, even in my own family and friends who have been through different things, and I just didn't want to go down that road, guys, because I was previously married, and I don't want to get into that right now. So I had my antennas high where certain things are concerned. So Mr. Dwayne decided to give up his whole life in Jamaica, and he decides that he wants to be with me in America. So November 2018, he asked me in my pastor's office to be his wife. He went down on his knees, and
You ever get that much details?
of course I have to get into the details. Why not? Tell the people them how you do it. See how some people engage people in the mall on a boat.
The glass of Reverend alone have it on camera, so now for sure.
Oh please. So he did it in my pastor's office, and then of course in church that Sunday. I have the video clip. I'll put it in the video so you guys can see. He announced it to the whole church. It was excitement, and he blessed the ring, and that was how we got engaged. So we were engaged in November of 2018, and January 12th, 2019, we tied the knot. And guys, when you tie the knot and you make those vows for better, for worse, trust me, it's for better or for worse. And guys, we're not perfect. We're humans. We have a lot of disagreements. We have heated arguments. We have blow-ups. We have a lot of disagreements. But guess what? At the end of the day, you have to remember your vows. And if we didn't love each other, we would not be together today. Because relationships have ups and downs. Because understand something, guys. Relationship is two different individuals with two different personalities who meet and they're trying to get along. So can you imagine you're living with somebody that you don't know anything about? They don't know you. You talk over the phone, you share, you go out, but that's not good enough. My mother always says, see me and come live with me. It's two different stories, and trust me, I've experienced it. In marriage, we have to learn to compromise sometimes. Sometimes when we want it our way, we just have to give up and just go with the flow and just let things work. And Dwayne can tell you I'm tough.
Very. That is a tough part. Very.
I'm very tough.
Very.
You're very tough too when you're ready.
No.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
calm. I'm the
And
calm
God,
one.
guys, he gets
I'm the
miserable
calm and quiet
sometimes, and it annoys me when he gets miserable. And he gets miserable over some little
No,
foolishness.
you know I'm hungry, I'm miserable.
Yeah,
That's
when
all
he's
the
hungry, he's miserable, guys. And he likes to eat. He likes to eat. And when he's hungry, he's miserable. But as soon as he's fed, he's the sweetest person ever.
So
and
when
as
I
I
have Ceelee's kitchen in my backyard, I expect. Right beside me, we have Ceelee's kitchen. We must love eat.
So guys, we just try to make it work. We have date nights sometimes. We go out, we eat. Right now we're by the sea. And date night doesn't have to be dinner or anything fancy. It can be just an ice cream cone, a stroll in the park, just to talk about the day or to talk about a disagreement we had and how we can, change change things around to make it work or to make things better. And guys, in relationships, we have to learn to tell each other that we're sorry, meaning we have to apologize. So if you know you're wrong about something, guys, especially guys, you got to tell the lady, sorry, I'm sorry.
Why
Apologize.
especially guys? I can't say overall.
Yeah, vice versa.
Sure.
But honesty already.
No, overstay.
Especially you.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
And guys, when you catch him into something and you hit the nail on the head, he said it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
He turned shaggy all of a sudden.
It wasn't me.
And when you
Nah,
catch him
own it.
on the thing, him saying not him.
Nah, I won it. It wasn't me. Nah, I won that one.
But the most part of it, you have to put a little humor, a little, he tells everybody, my wife, trust me, she's a handful. She's everything.
Yeah, you don't need no more.
You don't need no more. And guys, I could say the same about him too. He's a handful. He's a handful. When you hear, he could tell you, when I said Dwayne, he knows that he did something wrong. So, guys, this is our little...
Say not talk about the wedding. Jesus, help us.
Oh, I have to talk about the wedding?
Yeah.
What about the wedding? No, you talk. I've been doing all the talking.
We talk about the wedding. Your story,
I thought it was our story. Excuse me?
Your story, so now I listen.
Okay, guys.
So participate.
No, you're not participating. You're just... Okay, guys. So
But you're telling the story well, so why interrupt?
yeah, I told the story well. Okay, so on January 12th, guys, we had a nice big wedding at
January 12th, okay?
Yes, at the Daydown Manor, guys. Me said the wedding turn up when we walking on the room.
No, trust me. Some people see the wedding and think it's a cakewalk,
Yes,
They don't know
people
the
think
struggles,
people think big weddings are cakewalk. Trust me, guys. Let me tell you something.
They don't know the headache,
They don't know the headache,
heartache,
the heartache, but we push through it.
pressure,
The pressure, especially the last week of the wedding.
Trust me.
I felt like I was gonna burst. Yeah, the pressure came down, guys.
Yeah.
But I persevered, I pushed.
It's a big wedding, nice
And
place, nice wedding.
Thanks to Robert Fender, who came to my rescue at the last minute. When I went to pick up the
And Robert
centerpieces.
alone. Wedding the same up on the last minute too.
Oh, Ricky Butler.
Yeah, remember
Big
the
up-
cake?
Yeah, man, Ricky Butler.
Disaster with the cake.
Yeah, there was an issue with our cake, guys. That was the Wednesday.
No, it was a Friday.
No, it was the Wednesday when we went to Ricky.
Oh, you went to the wedding? Yeah.
Yes,
Wednesday.
when he called us the Friday to say that the person dropped off the cake and the cakes were burnt.
Yeah.
Guys, I still have pictures of the cake. They were burnt. So we had to throw all those cakes in the garbage.
Yeah,
And then
got
Mr. Butler stepped
We're
in.
gonna fire the bacon.
Mr. Butler stepped in.
And Trifina too.
And
you know?
Trifina, big up to Trifina.
Yeah, them people saved the day.
They saved the day, guys. I had to just drop off the boxes. They just did everything.
And don't forget Bobsy too. Yeah, forget Bobsy.
Bobsy with my
With the
wedding
dress.
dress. Yes. When my wedding dress came, guys, it needed a lot of adjustments. And Bobsy and Frida, especially Frida, man, guys, I don't know what kind of
get some good people. Help us
I
along
had
the
some
way.
good support, guys. Some good
And don't
support.
forget Dottie
Miss
and
Dottie and
Joan.
Joan. I didn't have a wedding coordinator, guys. I didn't hire one. I didn't think I need one because I thought that I could do it all. You know, I had my guest list uploaded in Excel. So as soon as someone told me that they weren't coming, I would just drop them off the list, so it would automatically give me a count. And I thought I had everything. I did my own invitations, guys. I did it myself. I did my program myself. The live band I had were my childhood. Some of them were my childhood friends, like Mark Stewart. He played the saxophone, he sang, he played the keyboard, and they all did it for me for free. I didn't have to pay $1, guys. Thanks to the band. And everybody kept talking about the band, how entertaining it was. The singers, Bethia. I have to big up Bethia. Bethia came in at the last minute and she just made everything great. She sang for me. Simone, my daughter, my adopted daughter, she sang too. And you know, it was just a joyous moment. My parents flew in from Jamaica, my dad and my mom.
Yeah, Judy.
My childhood friends flew in from Jamaica. And they came all the way from Jamaica. And it was just a joyous moment. And Dwayne's friend, Garth, he came into at the last minute from Jamaica, and it was just a joyous moment. Everybody just chipped in, and you know, my kids flew in from Florida. My son and my daughter gave me away. My dad gave me away before, and I heard people were complaining at the wedding that why your father never give her away. Listen, it's my wedding. I choose who I want to give me away.
Yes,
my dad gave me away when I was 21 years old for my first wedding. And I thought it would be fit for my children, they're grown, to give me away to Dwayne. So I chose my kids. And I thought it was the appropriate thing to do. And guys, I just want to say that the reception was the bomb.
Yep.
The MC we had, oh my God. That guy had everybody cracking up. He kept the guests entertained. The photographer.
Yeah, remember we're flying.
Yes, I had to fly in
my last minute.
Yeah, my photographer, I flew him in from Jamaica because all the other photographers that we got that gave us quotes were it was through the roof. So at the last minute, I remember Andrea calling me and said, "Oh, Wayne, you don't know Wayne from Wildman Street?" I said, "Yes, man, I know Wayne." And she gave me his number, and I called him, and he said, "Yes, he can come." And the price that he was quoting, guys, I not get that nowhere. It was more than reasonable. And I flew him in, picked him up. So I was doing airport pickups all between the Thursday and the Friday. All week I was doing airport pickups. And you know, he just jumped in and he did what he had to do. He did a great job. I appreciate Wayne. You know, I just appreciate everybody. The Fenders, Nicole. I didn't go to a hotel to get dressed. The Fenders just opened up their house. They had just bought that house too, and they just opened up that house to me and my bridesmaids, and we got dressed there, and you know, it was just fun. It was just fun. It was just, everything was just good, guys. Anne Marie, I hope I don't forget anybody. I want to big up Anne Marie, hairdresser. Every minute Anne Marie kept calling me out there, "Colleen, where you there now? Come comb your hair." I was in the mall the day of the wedding trying to get little last minute stuff because I just wanted to make sure at the end of the day everybody that attended was happy, everything just flowed well, and I just wanted everything to be on point.
It was a cold wedding.
It was a cold wedding too.
Yeah.
It was a very, very cold wedding. So it was in the middle of winter. And guys, I got sick that week of the wedding. Yeah, both of us, we got sick on our honeymoon because we were outside taking pictures. Our head wasn't covered because it was 38 degrees that day of the wedding. It was 38 degrees. It was very, very cold. And we got sick, but we still enjoyed our honeymoon. We went to Vegas. We had a good time. We slept.
Like Christmas every day,
Yeah, it was Christmas every day in Vegas. The lights, everything.
You don't sleep.
It's a city that it's worse than New York. I'm not sleep over there, sir. Noise, music,
non-stop,
24/7. But it was good. It was a good getaway. I'm glad I went. And we came back, and we are living our lives. It's not perfect, but we make the best of it. And guys, some people say this one married me for you know what. I won't say it on the live, but this is not for that. This is for love. Okay, guys, this is for love. Okay, agree? So, guys, it was nice sharing with you today.
Yeah, look at Ceelee's kitchen business.
And
up close and personal,
Yes.
Getting to know Ceelee's kitchen.
Getting to know Ceelee's kitchen. And sometime Mass Twine come in the kitchen to help.
Yeah, and Twine.
What's Twine?
Yeah, and Twine catering.
Guys, him have this dream
Twine
kitchen that don't exist.
Remember me said. So when we see.
So he's trying to compete with Ceelee's kitchen, but nothing can be
so
compared
when the dream
to
become a
Ceelee's
reality,
kitchen.
when the dream become a reality, then
the dream is gonna become a reality.
You know yourself. No got the video for proof it.
Okay, guys.
Mommy said it first.
So thanks for sharing with us today. You guys just have a great weekend. Ta-da.
As old Jamaicans say,
Walk good.
Then we got another song to sing. Here comes the bride. Now, if there's a bride, there has to be a groom. So, Brother Dwayne, who I've been counseling, and he engaged her this morning in my office. Wave your hand, Dwayne. All right, God bless you. Sorry if you can't see him. The cameras need to just turn on him. Folks, if you're seated, they'll all, everybody wants to know who did Carlene get. All right, so bless you, son. All right. All right, so bless you. And some of you are waiting in line saying, Pastor, when is my turn? Well, they that wait. Don't. Amen. And everybody say amen. So it's a wonderful day to be alive. And I do want to say to Sister Carlene, thank you for 13 years of faithfulness to this church and commitment to the work of God. And being here, being a part of the music ministry, we deeply appreciate her commitment to Brother Sean. We're happy to see you back. We prayed for you. And the Lord will continue to be your strength. Amen. And to everyone.